Yo soy Diego Ávila y usted está escuchando al Cartridge Club.
Weekly.
Big week for you.
Big week for me. Thanks for tuning in, folks. This is Cartridge Club Weekly. If you're unfamiliar with what Cartridge Club Weekly is, or if this is your first episode, let me quickly explain. The Cartridge Club is an online community of content creators, gamers, collectors, and generally good people spread across the entire planet that we call Earth.
I can't believe you're winging this. This is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad, hey? I wing it every week, so...
Wow.
Open membership to all, no costs. The only requirement is that you not be a douchebag.
Well, you know,
And
there's a limit.
yeah, we can take one or two. So, this is our weekly podcast. In this podcast, you're going to hear some things such as news topics. You're going to hear us also come with the Cartridge Club update. What that is our weekly rundown of some of the podcast videos and blogs that have happened within our community over at www.cartridgeclub.org. After that, we're going to come in with a CC mission. This is where we ask everybody to join us in a call to arms of just being awesome. Usually to help out somebody in the community, give a boost to a YouTube channel or maybe some iTunes reviews out there. Because don't forget, we do love your iTunes reviews.
That reminds me, I have no idea what the mission is this week.
Me neither. I guess we'll come up with that on the spot.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And last but certainly not least, then we'll talk about the topic and answer some questions from the community. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the news.
Big news for us. Got these new bonus barrel shirts. Just realized you can't see them.
Yeah. It's due to the angle of the camera, you can't see them.
go.
We are rocking these brand new bonus barrel shirts. You might be able to get yours soon at the official Cartridge Club store.
That is a feather tease right there.
So we'll see what happens. That's all I can tell you about that.
I'm excited. I love the shirt. I got a pin too. I could not be more excited. I don't want to take it off. I'm probably just going to wear it to bed.
All the time. Just keep it on all the time.
Yeah, pin too.
So instead of wearing your socks to bed, you'll not be wearing your bonus barrel shirt.
Yeah, I do not wear socks to bed. Do you wear socks to bed?
No, that's weird. I don't wear socks at all.
Story checks out.
Yeah. Once the summer months hit, actually, usually once the
you push it.
Once the last time the snowplow goes down the street, I switch to sandals.
Yeah,
the snow doesn't even have to be gone; just no more snowplows.
Yeah, and you wear sandals until the first snowplow.
Until the first snowplow. Yeah, snowplow to snowplow. That's how I roll.
Yeah, you push those flip flops pretty hard in sandals.
So let's talk about some news. What do we got for news this week? First up, big news on August 13th. In Barrie, Ontario, beautiful Barrie, Ontario, will be the largest retro gaming exchange or convention in Canada, the Barrie Game Exchange, sponsored by the Cartridge Club.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a big Cartridge Club meetup. If you were in the area or plan on being in the area, please stop by.
Yeah, come check that out. It's going to be a real good time. I'm driving up with my wife. Dean Lasagna, founding father of the Cartridge Club, is flying in from Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Q-Dogs coming from the West Coast.
Man, you went into the list. This is going to be hard to remember everyone.
Nah, from the Midwest, we got Double J, Julian Vega.
Yeah.
We got the man, the myth, the legend, Musty Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
And we got beautiful It's Rocket Sauce coming in as well.
Oh my gosh, all the beautiful people.
He's not Midwest.
They're all Midwest to
He's
me.
like Midwest.
It matters not. The Latin legend.
So we got a bunch
Midwest Latin legend.
Possibly Scott, the video
Julian
game
Vega.
alcoholic. Who knows? Also being there, late birthday boy Derek from Two Dorks.
Yeah.
His birthday was a little while ago. We missed it because we're jerks.
I didn't miss it.
I missed it.
Sorry, bro. Us Leos got to look out for each other.
You do. You Leos. I remember that.
I definitely tweeted it.
Yeah, whatever. I have you on mute.
You know what? I think it was my wife that told me about Derek's birthday.
Yeah, because he said it in that secret chat you guys have together.
That is where she found it, I think. Or Facebook. Yeah. I don't know.
You guys are keeping your friendship fit.
Secret chat.
But that's all. That's all the Barrie Game Exchange. Check that out. What do we got else in gaming news this week?
Oh yeah, right. You have the articles. I don't really have much. Metroid 3DS XL, I think, is news.
Yeah. So that's new 3DS XL coming out. Metroid Collector's Edition. Metroid's 30th birthday came and went, and Nintendo did nothing.
Oh, it's so true.
And now it's like 31, I think, and they're all about it. There's 2 games announced. There's Amiibo coming.
I got a bit of a theory about this.
There's a 3DS XL.
Think about this game. Think about this Metroid 2. I think this was probably in development. Hit some delays. I think there was supposed to be a bigger push for Metroid last year, and it just didn't hit. I think. I don't know. This is all theory.
I mean, that's a possibility. They because they usually play things pretty close to the chest. So it is possible that they were planning this for Metroid's 30th. Something happened. They got delayed. They said, we don't want to get egg on our face. Luckily, we haven't announced it. We just won't talk about Metroid.
Right. I think sadly that's what happened. And now, if you think about it, what was, I shouldn't say this because I'm not sure. What was the big 3DS game last year?
Ooh, Fire Emblem?
Because that was
Fates?
Yeah,
that was February.
That was April. Or okay, February.
I don't know other than that.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe Metroid
Nothing.
was supposed to come out like last October, you know what I mean? Something like that, but I don't know. It's just a theory.
It's a wonder. I wonder. What do you think, Nintendo? We'll reach out to Nintendo for comment.
Yeah. But anyway, this new 3D, this is a new 3DS, right?
New 3DS XL.
Right.
Wait,
didn't they just say they weren't making any more
Nope, they're not making any more
regular ones?
3DS XLs or new 3DS regular size.
Right.
Wow.
I'm a little lost. Wait, because didn't they just announce a new... No, they just announced a 2DS.
Correct.
This is very confusing.
So they're still making the 2DS, which I guess at this point could just be called the DS.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it's new.
2DS that plays the 3DS games.
It's very confusing. I don't understand anything this company does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it must be working because they've been in business for 150 years.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Up until 20 minutes ago, I had ants in my room. So,
yeah, they
you know
win.
what I mean? Like, they're a successful multinational company that employs countless number of people and has been running since the 1800s. We're two assholes in my basement
You just said...
trying to kill ants.
Wait, is that our only curse?
That's our curse. So we only get one curse a week. So if this is your first show, we try and keep these episodes PG. It's really hard to do. I'm a sailor. He works in the hospital. We both curse quite a bit.
Everybody knows hospitals are full of
Oh,
curse.
filthy, foul-mouthed nurses. So we're both trying to not curse. If you hear us say Patrick Swayze, that's a swap-in for a curse word. We don't want to lose that PG rating on iTunes.
Gotta hold on to that. It's important.
We're allowed one curse word an episode. We just did it. So let's see what happens next. This next news topic might be it, though.
What is it? Which one?
I want to talk about Metroid still on the topic of Metroid.
Oh, good topic.
So last week we reported that the Metroid Amiibo would unlock hard mode if you beat the game in Metroid Samus Returns. That, the lie detector determined, that was a lie.
Well, I mean, it still unlocks that mode. It's not the hard mode that you can unlock yourself.
Right.
That's
so
fusion mode.
That unlocks so that unlocks fusion mode where you get the fusion suit and it's like ultra hard mode or something. Nobody knows.
It's probably like one hit kill or something. Whereas hard mode, I'm guessing, is like, less tanks or something.
It deletes the actual game ROM if you die.
Yeah. Somebody comes to your house and gives you a smack.
Yeah. Your doorbell just rings and it's a person cosplayed as Samus.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
So we don't know what fusion mode is, but the game does unlock a hard mode if you beat it normally. So if you only buy this game cart, you still are able to play and fully experience Metroid the way it was meant to be experienced, including hard mode when you beat it.
That's right.
You only lose out from the amiibos extra energy reserve tank, so an energy reserve tank, a missile reserve tank, and
Easy mode. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And so I watched some gameplay footage from Nintendo. That's almost real bad.
That was a close one.
From Nintendo, and the Metroid amiibo that everybody, you scan it and it tells you where the closest Metroids are.
Oh yeah, that's easy mode. Right, I forgot.
Right. So you have to scan it for each Metroid.
Oh, cool. So it's
It's
like
not- it's
unlocking
not-
a hint.
Right. It's not you scan it once and then you have this power. Every time you're stuck, you go like, all right, I'm stuck. Scan.
Yeah, it's like I could go to game FAQs or I'll just scan this amiibo.
Exactly. So
Don't cheat though.
possibly some of the outrage over the amiibo may have been misplaced.Maybe.
Like I said before, if it doesn't unlock an alternate ending or something like that, I'm okay with it.
Right. So we got what do we got? A couple more news things. Very few.
We were going to talk a little bit about limited run games. They were a pretty hot topic lately.
Yep. So if it wasn't, I have a question for you, Internet. If it wasn't for limited run games, Nintendo and Walmart, what would you be angry about?
Oh, very topical. Yeah, I don't know. And limited run games gets a lot of flack. Now, the latest one.
Apparently, Shopify has changed their policies. Items in carts are not saved until the purchase is complete.
Hold on one sec. Shopify is what they use for their checkout?
Correct.
Do I need a Shopify account?
No. You need a limited run account, and you need a PayPal account.
Okay, good.
And you need to be logged into both.
Okay, good.
Before the item goes live.
Okay.
And then you need to add to cart, have all of your shipping information already filled in.
Okay.
And done. I attempted to get the collector's edition of Wonder Boy.
I didn't know you tried to get
Dragon
that.
strap. Yeah, I tried to get it. I was going to grab it. I wanted the poster, really.
Dude, I didn't know that. I would have tried to got it for you.
No, it wasn't that big a deal. I wasn't like in love with this. I didn't need to have it.
All right.
So from the time at 10 o'clock, I hit refresh. My screen came in. From the time I hit add to cart to the time I hit confirm the payment, because all of my information is saved here,
dude, you're
was
scaring me.
37 seconds.
You're scaring me.
And when I hit confirm payment, my screen refreshed and it said the item in your cart has gone out of stock.
Oh my god.
37 seconds.
That is terrifying.
Was not fast enough.
Now, a lot of people in the club were looking to get this game. A lot of people were upset. This personally affects me because there's a game coming up this month that they're releasing that I really want.
Yeah.
And that's Ys Origins.
Well, the Ys Origins comes out on August 25th. There's two sales, usually one at 10 a.m. Eastern and one at 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's how it works.
You are looking for the collector's edition. So if you are listening to this and you remember the Cartridge Club, and you have the opportunity, he really wants this game. I personally am never going to do business with limited run games again. I feel if I try to make a purchase within 37 seconds, I should get that purchase. I didn't, so be it. I'm sure I can find that poster online.
It is limited.
But he owns every collector's edition, North American release collector's edition for Ys.
So far, yeah.
Ever. So this will be the only one he won't have. He's trying to get it. So if you know any tips or tricks, shoot Cartridge Rose P2 a message.
I will take all advice.
That's it for news, I think.
Yeah, if I don't get it, though, I'll be all right.
Yeah. So it's a slow news week.
gonna be rough,
Also,
though.
it's Wednesday. We normally record this on Thursdays. And now we're going to move into the Cartridge Club update portion where we're going to talk about stuff that's happened in the club. And again, because of the fact that we're recording a day early, less has happened.
What a difference a day makes.
Yeah. It's too bad we don't record on Fridays.
So sorry I coughed. You know what, though? I was thinking about that. Everything else comes out early in the week except for STC.
The best drill. So,
Oh!
let's open up with podcast.
Well, we got some early
Sorry.
STC last week.
We did. So first off, announcements. We are currently playing Journey for Cartridge Club Game of the Month, the Cartridge Club Prime Game of the Month,
That grub on.
and Cartridge Club Portable is playing Grand Theft Auto: Chinatown Wars on the PSP,
He ain't lying.
Nintendo DS, or Android.
You nailed it.
So get those on. Jump over to the forums at www.cartridgeclub.org and let us know your thoughts.
I've noticed a lot of people partaking in Journey already. We got to get that CT3WR tweet out there because
We do.
We're going to miss some.
I beat it.
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah.
I mean, if you have Twitter, you already know.
2 hours.
That's it?
If that.
I'm impressed.
From the time that the tweet went out that the stream had started to the time that I got the credits, it said 2 hours.
Oh, well, don't say anything, but I'm happy you beat it.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
me too.
Save that for the podcast.
Podcast. So I want to open up with Cartridge Club Extra. This came out today. This was the Wolfenstein: The New Order podcast.
Ooh, man, this game is hot right now.
It
Hot.
was myself and Musty Hobbit. Musty Hobbit acting the role of P2. He was in there for the host.
Oh, I got to hear this.
And
I know
we
he did a good job.
had a great panel. We had Caleb J. Ross. We had Pam from Media Mavens and Cannot Be Tamed.
Damn, this is a good crew.
And we had your very own Dean Lasagna.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know Dean Lasagna was on that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I can't wait to hear.
Great show. Check it out. I'm a little biased, but it might be the best podcast on Wolfenstein: The New Order you have ever heard.
It definitely will be, and I rarely listen to a podcast like this, but without beating the game, this might be the first. Maybe it'll influence me to play. Who knows? Who knows?
Next up, Media Mavens came out on Monday.
Yes.
So this was a different episode for them. Normally, when they have a guest on, they have a topic.
Oh.
They had a guest on, but they had no topic.
Oh, freeform.
The first part of the show, they talked about Overwatch in an article the guest had written. Apple Cider Mage?
Sounds right.
Or Apple Cider Witch.
Oh, which is it? Which is?
One of them was her old name. One of them is her new name. Anyway, she had written an article on Mercy and sort of the Overwatch competitive gaming scene. This discussion, I was listening to this while I walked the dogs down to Kent to buy a new P-trap for my kitchen sink. This discussion was fantastic. This is one of my. I'm going to go ahead and say this is my favorite Media Mavens episode ever.
Oh, snap. That's big words, dude.
I could listen to the two of them and their guest. Their guest was fantastic. I could listen to them all talk about Overwatch all day long.
You love
But then they rolled into, so normally I don't like the what have you been doing segment in podcasts. It's usually my least favorite part of a show. This whole show was what have you been doing? And it was great because instead of it being a small clip at the beginning in the way of me getting to a topic, they took the time to explore what each of them had been doing and discuss it in full. Really, really well done. Definitely check out the latest Media Mavens. It's titled "If It's Not Smutty, I'm Not Interested."
Oh, I like it.
And after you do that, shoot a tweet out to Pambot and
Pambot.
Timely Riley and let them know what you thought.
Pambot. All right. Last week we announced that Flock Talk had come out, but I don't think either of us had heard it.
Yes, we had. We talked about it.
No, I hadn't heard of it. I must have started it. No, we didn't talk about the gaming experience part.
We did, because I said if we buy a game that I play for me and Colleen to play together, it's just as much value as if I buy a game to play on my own. We definitely talked about Flock Talk.
No, that value one was from Bonus Pro. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We're going to talk about Flock Talk right now because they had this weird...
That was experiences. That was value. That was Flock Talk.
Yeah, no, it was expectations.
Yeah. No, they talked about gaming experiences.
Gaming expectations.
They kept saying experiences.
They might have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Their topic was expectation.
All right.
And what people expect from games when they buy them.
Right.
But more importantly, there was some talk beforehand. First of all, have you ever seen Amadeus?
The Gary Oldman movie where he plays as Amadeus.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Mozart? Is that? Yeah. That's what. They talked about Mozart, Amadeus. Anyway, and Chris was doing the laugh from, I guess, the rival in the movie. I have to watch Amadeus, is what I gathered from this so far. They talked a lot about Evo. Man, the way that Catherine enjoys Evo gets me hyped for Evo. I never watch Evo.
Yeah, she was like live tweeting the Overwatch World Championships, and I wanted to start watching it because of it.
Yeah, she's got me. I'm very hyped for it. There's this great background story about this kid who's rising up, and he's going against this old vet for Street Fighter V. Oh, it's pretty cool. Anyway,
I think that was a made-up story.
No, man, it was Evo. Anyway, there was this weird football in the future thing that they were talking about. Do you remember this? It was something Chris had found. It was like...
I don't remember.
I can't even... It was like football in like... Everybody's immortal at this point.
Pretty much tune out what Chris says.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway...
Just kidding, Chris. We love you. Just I wish your agent would answer our calls.
Yeah, his agent does not. But anyway, yeah. Great preamble before the topic. And the gaming expectations made a lot of sense, too.
Experience.
Seems to... It was not experience. All right. Let's move on.
Polykill came out Monday. It was Off Kilter 8.
Yes.
Cleat fights and wrist meet. They talked about sporting events. They read my letter. They didn't read yours, though. It's weird.
I didn't send one in.
Oh, because we talked about
what one was
sending
yours?
one in. Mine was this football story. I made the Tier 1 playoffs in my final year when David broke his leg and made the interception on a broken leg.
Nice. Who's David? He sounds like a nice guy.
He was. I can't remember his last name.
Should get him in the club.
Starts with a B. Anyway.
Hope he's doing well. Good luck to you out there, David.
Yeah. So they read that. They read a story from Musty that should have gone in the injuries episode.
I had a lot of injuries once. That's why I didn't send mine in.
Yeah. You should have sent something. You never sent anything. I'm not even...
Anyway, so last week we talked about Polykill, but I had not listened to it yet, so I'm going to talk about last week's now. They were talking about classic RPGs, a lot of the ones that they had missed and things like that.
Right.
You know what? Lots of love for Chrono Trigger. A lot of love for Chrono Trigger.
Not so much love for Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, not so much. Hopefully they. I think Trav hadn't even touched it.
Right.
Or was it Jake? One of them hadn't. Anyway.
But 14 party members turned them off.
Yeah, don't let that get to you, guys. Don't let it get to you. But most importantly, I would like to hear their personal lists, like their top 10. I'm trying to get a feel of their RPG taste. And I was listening, I couldn't really quite get a grasp on it.
That's how you determine whether or not you're going to remain friends with somebody, right? Based on the RPGs they like.
Well, I based it on the priority of our friendship.
Maybe if you're listening to Polykill, you can shoot that out to us.
But I love Polykill. Check out Polykill. They're awesome. I had other notes, but I already deleted them by mistake.
So now we're going to talk about...
What did you just take out of your mouth?
Big hair.
Oh.
Now we're going to talk about last week's STC pod.
Yes.
This will be the last podcast we talk about because, as we said, we're recording this episode early.
Yes. So this is the M crossover. Okay.
M crossover.
I just want to start off by saying right away, M is not who I thought he would be.
No.
What were you expecting with M? I've never listened to Transformers and Beer.
I had neither. I expected M to be more like Joe.
Me too. I was expecting kind of more of a bro.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to say it.
Like a Cobb.
Yeah, more of a Cobb figure. I couldn't figure him and Bill getting along just because Joe is trying to keep them apart.
M sounded like Masterpiece Theater almost.
Yeah, dude. Like he was legit.
Like Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, he seemed awesome.
You know what I mean? And he was like, Very articulated, very well spoken.
Very well spoken.
He would tell a story, a couple of anecdotes, and then afterwards, when there'd be a follow-up question, he would pass it off to Joe. I'd be like, you know what, listen, I'm talking myself hoarse. Why don't you take this one?
Right. Loved it.
So well professional.
Got in with the banter.
I desperately want
Desperate.
a Bill and M podcast.
Ooh, that would be nice. I would like
BM.
that. BM. BM podcast. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Also, Bill mentioned a velvet covered table.
Oh, yeah, I am wrapping myself in that.
Please take a picture of this table for me.
Yeah.
I need to see this
This
thing.
episode was fantastic. This crossover, the Transformers and Beer STC crossover, blew me away.
Me too.
Because even Joe was more professional.
Yeah, Joe. I felt Joe was a little uncomfortable,
So
to be
it
honest
makes
with you.
me want to listen to Transformers and Beer to see if he's always like, is Joe just always Joe? Is he always the...
I think Joe didn't quite know how to handle the worlds colliding. I felt bad for Joe a little bit at some point.
I want to know if he steps it up to 11 for Transformers and Beer, and if he shows up in track pants, and a hoodie for STC.
I wonder. Now, do they record Transformers Beer at Joe's house every time?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna have to check it out because this was a great episode. It made me
was good.
and I do love the interaction between them and STC. Bill, if you were listening, please,
Dude, talking
reach
about
out to M. You two need to start a show,
dude.
Make it on
hold
music.
I need to talk about something before I forget it.
All right,
Joe's stonewashed jeans, man.
Oh,
cut off
yeah.
jeans. I'm picturing like you can see the pockets because they're up so high.
I'm picturing Donnie Wahlberg straight out of New Kids on the Block,
Yes,
pre-ripped.
that is Joe in the past.
8-ball jacket,
Oh, I love it.
tie-dye,
Not even an
baseball
8-ball jacket,
cap.
it's an 8-ball like cut off vest.
Yes. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, I was stoked. And then he was talking about, and was like, yeah, I came out and I grabbed his friend's nipples or something. I was like, oh, man. M sounded awesome. I was very impressed. Great show, as always. STC, check it out.
Oh, so good. All right, that's it for podcasts. Let's move into some videos this week.
All right, I only have one because I suck.
Okay.
And it's Q-Dogs.
All right.
You want to start with them?
Yeah.
All right. In the Q-Dog house, on location in Chicago.
Not in the Q-Dog house.
No. This is at probably Q-Dog relative house.
Yes.
In Chicago. All right, so they talked a bit about HBO Go.
Yep.
I'm surprised you don't have HBO Go. It seems
It's not available in Canada.
I didn't know that.
Canada is regulated by the CRTC. They shut down all telecommunications from anybody that's not Bell or Rogers, essentially, or Eastlink.
What about Netflix?
Netflix, that's why our Netflix is different from the U.S. Netflix. Netflix is not allowed to air shows
That you can get
that
through.
you can get through that unless they have like some sort of weird special permissions.
Wow.
That's why you cannot get HBO Go from any Canadian IP address.
I didn't know this.
It's ridiculous because I would buy HBO Go in a heartbeat.
I seemed like it'd be right up your alley.
I would definitely get that. I would subscribe to a lot of individual streaming abilities shows if I could. I absolutely hate the Canadian cable package system.
Oh, snap.
Because you have to buy 15 channels you don't want to get the one channel you do want. It's
That's pretty lame. That is lame.
So I cut the cord and now I stream everything illegally because I can.
Quick question before we get back into this. Did you hear about
Legally. I stream everything legally.
Did you hear about Disney pulling out of Netflix?
Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, this is a topic. They're doing their own streaming service.
I'm not paying for two.
I know, but people will though, man.
I will stream their movies illegally now.
Oh my goodness.
They can take the cut Netflix gives them and they can be happy about it. Mm-hmm. Or they can get nothing.
Oh my goodness. Meow.
Android box. If you want to know how to set it up, let me know.
Oh my goodness. We do not condone stealing things.
It's not
Wink.
stealing. Streaming shows, as long as you do not have those shows saved, is perfectly fine.
I don't know if that's true. But I don't know enough about
We got two
stars.
lawyers in the club, so worst case scenario, I'll call one of them and they'll get me off.
Yeah. Well, you call
Scott
one of them.
Diego?
I'm just calling Julian. He's going to get me out no matter what.
If I call you, I need you to get me off.
Okay, they talked about Splatfest. And, of course, Mrs. Q was on the winning team.
Team Mayo.
Team Mayo.
Yep. That was another bit of a controversy.
Ooh, what's that?
I guess and I didn't see it. It wasn't in any of my feed. All of my Team Ketchup members were all respectable. You know, they were like, "Hey, good game." See
I
you next
read
time."
a tweet from you that you guys went to. Did you guys really go to a new diner?
What do you mean?
You said you and Colleen went to a new diner.
Yeah.
And the food was good, but the ketchup was a little salty.
Yeah, it was. There was a Kotaku article. All of the Team Ketchup people were like, it's not fair. We had 75% of the vote. We should have won the Splatfest. But the Splatfest is based on popular vote, individual wins, and team wins. Mm-hmm. The problem when you have 75% of the people voting for your team is that a lot of your matches that day are going to be against fellow Team Ketchup members, which don't count. Now, why don't they count? Because a win is also a loss. So they just cancel each other out. Mm-hmm. So you're only matched up against the ones you play against. Unfortunately for you, the 25% of us who voted for Team Mayo won more matches.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, I guess.
You know, it's not a question of skill or who's better or who was right. We won 2 out of the 3 criteria for the Splatfest. That's why they won the Splatfest.
Okay, yeah, that's how it works.
You know what I mean? People were getting really upset about and guys, it's a children's game.
I heard a lot of cursing over that spot.
Yeah, well.
I didn't hear any Final Fantasy V being mentioned in the Q-Dog video.
No, me neither. I am looking forward to seeing Eric in a couple of days to ask him just how badly you've lost the bet.
Now, what was our bet? Do you remember?
We need to finalize that. That's coming up in CC Answers. We'll do it then.
We didn't have
the outcome.
Well, we should have thought of that because
We'll do it in.
I know I might lose now.
We'll do it in Answers. I get a video.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I guess that's it. They talked about it with Barry, but that's about it. Okay, go ahead.
Catherine and Miles are doing the Subspace Emissary for their Mario Mondays.
Oh.
Subspace Emissary from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is one of my favorite gaming modes in any game of all time.
Yeah.
It is what Nintendo should have released alongside Amiibo.
Yeah.
You scan in your Amiibo, you run through the stages.
Dude, I wonder how many people would have been salty about that, too, though. Everybody gets salty, but Amiibo.
Whatever.
Because you can't buy them, I guess.
Get salty. If you don't like them, don't buy them. If you want to be salty and still buy them, go ahead.
But if they had done that, they would have said that now you have to buy something to unlock something that should have been in the game anyway.
Yeah.
So you can't win, dude.
I don't care.
What you're saying cannot be won.
It's the same as Skylanders. Skylanders is the same way. Toys to Life, that's how they work.
So you mean, okay, I see. I thought you meant in Smash.
Right. So Smash Bros.
You did mean
for
Smash.
Wii U
Then
should have had a mode
what I just said
like
is what would
Subspace Emissary. And you can run through it. You know, everybody starts off with whatever character or no character. You can start off with the Mii's even.
Oh yeah, you have
know
to
what
play
I mean?
as a Mii, yeah.
And you go through, but there are certain stages you need to play as a certain character or it makes it easier.
No,
That's exactly how Skylanders
maybe
works.
makes it easier.
It's exactly how Skylanders works. You don't have a fire guy, the fire stage is blocked off to you.
Yeah.
Or the ice stage is
Yeah,
blocked
that's
off.
Skylanders though. This is Smash Brothers.
Right, but the Subspace Emissary
hold on.
is similar to that.
But what you're saying is you would have to own every amiibo to beat it.
No.
It should make it easier, like you said a second ago.
The Link amiibo could do any of the Zelda amiibos could do. Could you get you through the Zelda stage?
Anyway, I don't care. I think it sounds great, but
I would have loved.
I wouldn't have got it anyway, so I don't care.
I think, Subspace. So they're playing through Subspace Emissary. If you haven't seen the Subspace Emissary, it's like a side-scrolling platformer.
Yeah.
Starring the cast of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and you get to play as almost all of them. It's fantastic.
It reminds me of in Kirby Superstar. There was that. Oh my god, that one of the game modes. Actually, you know what? It's made by the same developer. That is why it feels that way. Never mind.
There's no way they could be angry about that. It would function identical to Skylanders and Disney Infinity.
Dude.
It's exactly how those games function.
No, in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, that released for free. That's what they're going to say. That mode that you're describing was released included with the game.
I fucking hate people.
You just swore again. There goes PG. Patrick Swayze. All right.
That's all I got for videos.
I have the words hard game written in my notes. I have no idea why that's in here.
For who?
No, it's just under random.
Just hard game.
Hard game. Delete.
Solid. Let's go to blogs. Merchandise Mondays came out this week.
Our boy Dean.
Give me a week off.
Dude.
No Vanillaware statues, no Splatoon statues. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate the week off.
As soon as you said Dean, I realized you're going to be seeing Dean. You're going to be seeing the Qs. You're going to be seeing all these people in less than a week, in a few days.
Come with me.
Oh man, I got stuff going on. I'm just jealous.
Come with me.
Have fun.
There's room in the car.
There is no room in that car. Oh my god, I've seen that car.
I'll make room.
I can get in one of the totes maybe.
As well, Dean did a written review of Wolfenstein: The New Order to go along with our podcast. So check that out.
Right on.
There's room in the car.
Now, in case you didn't wonder, we didn't talk about Bonus Barrel this week because we are recording early, but listen to Bonus Barrel. It's out right now. These shirts are amazing. We got a pin. Are the pins for everybody too? Or is
I am not talking about Bonus Barrel till that show comes out on a day.
We should make Bonus Barrel the mission.
No, I already have the idea for the mission.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not Bonus Barrel.
It's always Bonus Barrel.
No, the mission's going to somebody who's scheduled.
Oh my gosh. We're wearing their skin.
Yeah, I love them. I love Bonus Barrel. I love Seiji. I love Lef. I love Rob. I love Shelby. They're a fantastic crew. I'm sure the episode that's coming out is going to be awesome because it's on Rhythm Games.
It's going to be awesome because it's them.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Check it out, but they're not the mission.
So is that it for update?
That's it for update.
No updates? No Sega top 150 coming out or anything?
You know what? There's a video that I just need to get the gameplay footage for. They're supposed to come out like a week and a half ago.
So that's coming.
I'm late.
More Sega's coming in the future.
Sorry, it's late.
Yeah, that's all right. The only Sega fan is Ryan, I think, and he's going.
There's a lot of Sega
he's going to Barry. He
fans.
doesn't care.
And I'm sorry that it's late. It's just
It's all right. Nobody cares. Don't worry about it. All
I have
right.
a lot going on.
Is there any other announcements, or is that it?
That's it.
All right, dude. What's next? Mission?
Next, you're gonna take a word from our sponsors.
Oh, this episode brought to you by Amp Energy, the best energy drink you can buy at your local dollar store. $1, you're charged all day. Oh, taste that mixed berry goodness.
Mixed berry.
If you do get the dollar store amps, make sure you get the blue. The green is a little flat.
Yeah.
It's more like, see, the blue is like the Pepsi, whereas the green is like the Coke. So the green is like caramelly. It sticks in your throat for a bit. Whereas the blue is more crisp and flavorful. So
Coke is way better than Pepsi.
yeah, well, let's move on. Let's see. Maybe next Splatfest that'll be.
Moving to the next CC mission. This is where we ask everybody to do something as part of the club.
Got a big surprise coming up here. Big surprise.
CC mission is tweet us your Berry Game Exchange photos.
Oh, that makes
This
sense.
show's going live for everyone on Sunday. This will be live for Patreons tonight, Wednesday the 9th. Way early. Because I leave at 7 a.m. But tweet us your Berry Game Exchange photos. Snap photos of your table, snap photos of your friends, snap photos of the crew, the crowd. If you're at the Berry Game Exchange, send us a photo. If you're not at the Berry Game Exchange, send us photos from the Game On Expo. That's also this weekend.
No, hold on. Let's keep it Barry focused. Instead of what you just said about the Game On, which is also good, retweet the picture that you are most fond of that you see somebody else from Barry. It'll help promote Barry. It'll also help promote the club. I'm going to retweet all the pictures I'm jealous of.
Way better. So that's your CC mission this week is to tweet out some Barry photos.
Oh, so jelly.
Don't forget to tag your Cartridge Club friends in there.
Are you going to bring this Bonus Barrel shirt with you?
Yeah, I'm going to bring my Bonus Barrel shirt. I'm not going to wear it that day, though.
Well, I would wear it every day.
I'm going to wear my Cartridge Club shirt.
Stink.
I'll wear this underneath the Cartridge Club shirt.
And then lift it up every now and then to show people?
Every now and then.
That sounds sexy. I like it. Getting extra close.
All right. Moving on. This episode is a quick episode, which is good because I have to edit it and upload it tonight.
Yes, this is a special episode that we almost didn't get in. So
That's right. Moving on to the topic of discussion.
So this week, we're going to have a little look back. So PSVR in particular has been almost out for a year. VR itself has been out for what? Almost a year? Maybe a little more than a year. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. But I'm really mostly focusing on PSVR, which is what I am interested in. Now, I'm curious why I'm interested in it. If I can get you interested in it, if you're already interested in it. And just where we think VR stands as a whole. Do you think it's a fad? Do you think it's dying out? Or do you think it's going to be lasting? That kind of thing. So just off the top of your head, quickly, before I get into the games, what do you think of VR right now? Do you think it's going to stand? Do you think it has some legs? Or do you think it's gone?
I think PSVR specifically.
Yeah, sure. We can focus on that.
Is doing exactly what Sony wanted it to do.
Yeah, do tell.
It's a side girl. Side chick.
What's a side chick?
You got your main chick that you see all the time. You go on the main date. You spend most of your time with her.
Main dates.
But every now and then you get your side chick shows up.
Hashtag side chick.
And you spend time with her instead. And you lie to your main girl about her.
Dude, what? Why would Sony release it so side chick?
I don't think PSVR was ever meant to replace the PlayStation 4 experience.
It was not. It was
meant to be an add-on.
An enhancement.
An additional.
Yeah.
It's hey, every once in a while, why don't you strap this to your face and play?
Yeah.
I think the sales are probably on par with what they want.
Yeah.
And I think that most of the people who bought the PSVR bought it with the understanding that I'm not buying this to replace my other stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm not expecting every game on the planet to suddenly come out on VR. Mm-hmm. I'm buying this as a side deal. This is for people who already own a PlayStation 4, who play games on that and are happy about it. And I think it's doing exactly what it was meant to do.
Okay.
Is it something I'm going to purchase? Probably never.
So just recently, I think it's actually this week, is the first big, I don't want to say price drop because it's more of a sale, but it's like $150 sale. Like it's a big sale. Do you think this is telling? Do you think there's going to be a new model coming out soon? Currently, you need to have a wire strapped to your head and then to your console. I want one without that wire. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think there's enough latency? Do you think it could work?
No.
Dang it.
I don't think it's...
Why can't you let me dream?
It could happen.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so let's get into the games. First of all, are there any games that you're interested in PSVR?
None.
All right.
There's 0 games out. I have no desire to strap a brick to my face.
All right, let's take a look at the top. I think I have like 10 or so games. This is just like a consensus that I found online. Farpoint is a game. It's like a sci-fi first-person shooter.
Is that where you have to defend the human race against the Q?
Oh, no. Is that next gen? Anyway, you have like this gun peripheral. It's new. It looks like a gun. You must have seen this in stores.
Maybe.
It's a gun. Like it comes with a gun. Anyway, it's supposed to be pretty good. Any interest?
No.
You're on a planet. I think you crash land.
None.
Okay, RE7.
Yep.
Interested in VR?
No.
All right, but you are interested in non-VR?
No.
Not at all. Okay. Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing VR mission. It's free. It's 20 minutes. You play as an X-Wing pilot.
No.
I think this might be a trench run. I don't know. No? No interest? Okay.
No.
All right.
Maybe. That would be... Of the games you've mentioned, that would be the closest.
All right, that's number 1. All right.
But it would be hey, this is fun. I'm at a party. Let's try this out.
Yes, you're not going to buy
right.
a system for it.
All right, cool.
Okay, Static. Now, this is where I think the PSVR is for me. Now, Static is... Have you heard of it?
No, I was going to say no, but just based on the name.
Okay, it is a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game where your hands are locked in a box, essentially. And so you're holding your controller. You're still using the PS4 controller, but your hands are locked inside this box, according to what you can see. So every time you hit a button, it's like you're hitting something in that box and you're seeing what it does in the room around you, and you have to try and solve puzzles. It looks awesome. But yeah, I think puzzle games are going to be the strength of the PSVR for me. Does this interest you at all from my description?
No.
Okay. Have you heard of Rez? It's a Dreamcast game originally. Came out on PS2.
No.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's move on. Batman Arkham VR. This is supposed to be the VR experience to get you into VR. Any interest?
No.
Why not? Why not Batman VR?
Because until you can put me in a situation where I can feel the motion coming back, unless I have some sort of haptic rig or some sort of positive feedback against the joysticks to let me know that I'm moving or something is happening, I'm not actually in the experience. I'm not actually experiencing it. I will realize the entire time that I have something strapped to my face that I'm holding a controller.
That's okay. That's fine, though. It's just like being close to your TV.
I don't want to sit close to my TV.
But it's on your face.
I don't want a TV on my face.
Why not?
I don't.
All right, Riggs.
I like my TV on my wall.
You know what Riggs is?
No, I can make a bunch of jokes.
Okay.
No,
It's essentially like a football or a touch football game, but you're in a giant mech, and you can shoot each other, I think. But you have to get like a ball from one end to the other, I think. I don't really know. It looks awesome. It sounds awesome, I should have said. I don't know if it's any good. Now, this next one. Probably the one that I want the VR for most. That is Super Hot. Super Hot.
Oh, you know what? I actually got a message from Scotty Lindsay over at Gaming Outsider.
Yeah.
He played Super Hot. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, boom. Now, he probably played the non-VR version?
I believe he did.
Either way, I'm really interested.
Highly recommended.
Okay, good. I also am highly anticipating this. This is once again another puzzle game, but it's done through... You go into a room. It's full of bad guys. You have to kill them all without getting shot, and you have to figure out the most efficient way to do it, essentially.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
But I can play it without VR?
Yeah, you can.
I just saved myself $500.
It won't be as fun, I'm sure. But anyway, it's on sale right now. But anyway, Doom VR. This is upcoming games now.
Yep.
Any interest in Doom VR?
No.
Do you think Doom will be better in VR?
It's a different game. It's not a remake of the Doom that we know.
Oh.
It's they're putting you in a room essentially and you're fighting the demons.
I didn't know that. That sounds lame.
Yeah.
Next, Moss. You must have seen a trailer of this for you.
I did, yeah.
What do you think?
I think it looked like a game that didn't need VR.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it looks good though?
I do think it looks good.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why it's VR.
Because you can put your hand down and the little mouse crawls in your hand, you can feel his heartbeat.
How do you feel his heartbeat?
The vibration through the...
Do they have HD Rumble?
They have Rumble. I don't know.
Do they have HD Rumble? Like the Nintendo Switch?
That's just a name they made up. I don't know what that means.
Then I'm not going to feel a heartbeat. I'm going to feel.
I've never used a PlayStation Move controller. All right, transference. Transference.
No, I saw that trailer. I don't even know what that was.
Skyrim.
I would rather watch that James Woods movie where he goes into the TV Technodrome. Is that what it's called?
I have no idea what you're talking about. It sounds awesome though. Lawnmower Man.
No, I think it's called Technodrome. I'm not certain.
All right.
Miles are correct.
Skyrim.
No, I didn't.
Is this the full game?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there a chance Skyrim will be a club game eventually?
Not as long as I am one of the hosts.
Oh my goodness! I thought it was going to be like November or something.
But keep in mind, I did say that about Journey.
Yeah, you did. What month is that coming up?
We just played it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that is it. That is
Journey only sucked 2 hours of my life.
What I just said is what is most commonly known as the highlights of PSVR. What do you guys think? Do you want one? I want one. I do not want one for the price that it's currently at, and I would prefer to have one that is not strapped to my console.
I think the reason you don't hear complaints about this, because sometimes you hear complaints about consoles, handheld, specific consoles, whatever. You'll hear complaints.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Because I think people buy them with the wrong expectations.
Okay.
If you bought a Nintendo Switch and you bought it with anything other than the expectation of, I'm now going to be able to play all of these games that I want to play on the go, and this will be a great. I only have a limited time for gaming. I can do one big game a month and a couple of indies. You know what I mean? If you went into it with any other thought process than that, you're probably disappointed.
Wow. Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what I mean? If you have more time for gaming than that, you need a second console anyway, and you probably have one.
Can't argue that.
And with the PlayStation VR, if you went into it thinking this is going to replace my console experience, you would be frustrated and upset.
Yes.
I think the price point was high enough that nobody did that. Nobody went in with that expectation. And I think that the reason you don't hear people complain about PSVR or complain about what a waste of money it was is because most of the people who bought it went in with their eyes wide open and said, this is in addition to.
Yeah.
This is a fun experience when I want something different. And I think we need to take that sort of mentality into consideration more often when we purchase things for gaming.
I like that idea. I also think that PSVR is something that you need to experience. I don't think you can really know.
Nintendo fanboy could turn a PSVR discussion into a Switch topic.
It doesn't matter. It is essentially that same niche.
It's everything. It's whether you buy an Xbox One X or you buy a PS4 Pro or you buy a Neo Geo Pocket, you need to make your purchases. Oh, what?
Neo Geo Pocket.
Yeah.
Pocket Gold.
You need to make your purchases with the correct expectations. Don't set yourself up for a situation that's never going to come to fruition.
But how do you sell PSVR to you? What do you need?
To me,
Yeah.
it's never going to happen. I don't have the desire to play with something strapped to my face. I shouldn't say never. If they designed a system where you could feel the bullet shots in your chest,
You're talking Ready Player One. You're talking.
I need a haptic rig. I need a holodeck or a haptic rig. I need to be fully immersed for that to work.
You think this is going to come? You think there's going to be a day?
It will eventually. We will eventually get there.
You think we'll be there? You think we'll be dead?
No, technology moves pretty quick, man.
Sweet.
What I do think is that companies like Oculus and HTC Vive need to move away from gaming and move into education.
I think they have that stuff already, don't they?
I think Oculus would shine as an educational tool.
I think all these should have that.
But the PSVR, for me, in its current, I'm not interested in it. There is very short of it becoming something completely different from what it is.
Yeah.
It's never going to interest me because I have my side thing, my 3DS, my Switch.
Yeah.
That actually, for me, it's more like my PS4 and my Xbox One.
Those are your sides.
They're my side thing.
Yeah,
you know
makes
what I mean?
sense.
My Xbox One is my online multiplayer console. That's it. I
All
think
right.
games are cool.
I got it. Makes sense.
Expectations.
That is PSVR.
Yeah.
I guess we should have said it was all VR. I mean, you have the similar.
It's all VR. We wanted
to
to focus on PSVR just because it's the most popular.
Ooh, that's topical. All right, let's move on. Let's get into answers.
I gotta look those up.
I got a few up here right now. Derek was asking when we're going to firm up the details for.
Right now. So if Eric has not beaten
Final Fantasy V before the Barry Game Exchange,
you have to...
Mm-hmm. Come on, Eric.
I got nothing. What do you think you'd have to do?
I have no idea.
You have to...
You're the guy thinking on
you
the
have
spot.
to do a video reveal for next month's Game of the Month.
What is it?
Mega Man 2.
Oh, I kind of already have one.
Okay? And if it... That's what we'll do. We'll do Game of the Month. So if Eric has beaten it, I'll do the video reveal for next month's Game of the Month. If he hasn't beaten it, you do the video reveal for next month's Game of the Month.
Man. All right.
Okay?
Yeah, all right. Let's do it.
No more than 2 minutes. Doesn't have to be more than 2 minutes.
I know, it won't be. It might be, but...
Cool. So there
all
we
right.
go.
All right, there we go. Come on, Eric. Don't let me down, man.
Julian
I believe
asks,
in you.
how do the new reveal videos? When are they coming? Well, we're going to have one next month, Julian.
Yeah.
Whether it's based on Eric or based on P2.
Yeah, you're right. They're coming. The fans demand it.
The fans
Man, have you gone
demand.
back and watched those videos?
Some of them.
I have a box on my head at one point.
Yeah, they're a good time.
I roll around on the ground like Samus.
They're
It's
fun.
ridiculous.
I wanted to do one for Journey. I was going to take us down to the beach and film you walking around and then just cut back and have it be on the beach in the parking lot. You could be like, oh, there's my car.
Oh, boy, there we go. We did it.
Next up from Josh, Frantic Society. What's a game you love that everybody seems to hate? And what's a game you hate that everybody seems to love?
Secret of Mana is the game that I hate that everybody seems to love.
I'm going to jump on board. You know what? I'm going to say Skyrim. It's a game, I shouldn't say hate. It's a game I dislike that a lot of people seem to love.
Now, what's a game that I love that everybody seems to hate?
I'm going to say Secret of Evermore for me. And again, people don't hate it. It's just
And I do not love it.
looked down upon. I love it.
It's good. It's just
I love it.
I certainly don't love it. What's that game that people hate that I love? Help me out here.
Killing me.
Oh, Lagoon on Super Nintendo. That's a game that people generally don't like. I enjoy it.
There we go.
I don't love it, though, so it's really hard to answer that.
It's close enough. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, let me know, Josh. What do you think? How about you?
Next up, Miles from Flock of Nerds asks, what's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Miles, we're going to need more. Do you mean an African swallow or a European swallow?
Oh, this is from Monty Python, right? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
And the last question today for CC Answers is from Bill at SEC Pod. Has P1 ever had a close call with live ordnance he thought was inert? And has P2 ever had a close call with a live body he thought was dead?
A lot of dead bodies lately at work. Summer is the donor season. So if you ever in need of an organ, summer. Promote summer activities. Yeah.
Wow.
Know anybody who has a motorcycle? Make sure you get their blood type. Motorcycles and ATVs, people. My God, you keep us in business. And you keep people getting organs. It's a silver lining. I don't know how I got on this. Sorry, it's been a hot topic at work. But yeah, no, I've never been around a live body that I thought was dead.
I just had this image of all of the surgeons standing around in the operating room while harvesting organs from somebody's loved one who just perished in a horrible accident, saying the phrase, "You motorcyclists keep us in business."
Well, they call them donor cycles. They don't call them motorcycles. But I mean, it's their decision to drive their motorcycles, and thankfully they checked yes on organ donation. So if you own a motorcycle, you own an ATV, please be an organ donor. That's all we ask.
As for your question for me, Bill,
This got dark.
I do have a story that I can't tell you on air, but I promise to tell you when I see you in person.
Oh my, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty good story.
Cool.
But I can't tell it on air.
All right. I probably shouldn't have told what I told on there.
Nope.
This Fitbit has been... Anyway.
Mine,
bonus barrel shirt. Bonus barrel pin.
Yeah.
Pin. Yeah. Are you going to wear your pin?
Bill can find out how I endangered the city of Dartmouth.
Oh my God. Did you really?
That's the show, folks. If you are listening to this on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, please head over to www.cartridgeclub.org where you can check out this and other great podcasts, videos, and blogs from our community. If you're already a member of the Cartridge Club, please head over to www.patreon.org/cartridgeclub where you can donate as much or as little as you like, and every cent donated goes to improving the club. And we do have some changes coming down the pipe. September 1st is our current launch rollout target.
Boom.
I'm Player 1.
And player 2.
CC unite.
Have fun in Barry.